Hey guys, back with more COL, and today I'm going to be showing you guys Burning Skyblaze Village guide for those wondering how to do it or those who are struggling with this dungeon. It's going to be a 4-boss guide, and first of all we have the boss Taligar. So Taligar is a pretty easy boss. You want to have the main tank tanking and melee DPS away from the tank if there is a melee DPS, and then you want to have the rest of the group on the side. So when the message pops up, you want to have the group together, and when the message pops up above someone's head, you want to move the whole group to one side, because there's going to spawn a big purple AoE that does a lot of damage that might kill you. Then when the boss starts dropping HP, you will get red circles which you want to dodge. They come continuously, so it'll be 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, then the circles are gone. Then you will spawn mobs with those circles, depending on your DPS, they spawn before or after, and you want to kill these mobs as fast as possible. The tank needs to aggro all the mobs, and then DPS kills those mobs. When the boss gets low HP, it's going to spawn 3 statues on each side, so go to the statue that's glowing. It's gonna be 3 mobs there. Kill those mobs, then kill the statue. Go to the next one that's glowing, and then to the last one that's glowing. The attacks are very simple, so you move together with the group. Range DPS and healers move together as a group. Whenever you see a written message, the whole group moves either clockwise or the other way around together. And then you dodge the red and kill the mobs. It's a very easy and simple boss, and the boss loots are very good too. It drops Blood of Titanus, which you need to upgrade your legendary. It drops Frost Hearts, and it drops Taligar gear, which have set bonuses too. And you also get a gold cast iron every time you do it, which you need to identify legendaries and other. Any questions about this boss? Ask me below and I'll answer you guys. Now let's move on. So this is the loot. As you can see, it gives good loot, and then move out to the next boss. So the next boss is Leek. I think that's how you say it. So if you run this with 2 tanks, it gets easier. You can also run it with 1 tank. So you want the group to stay together back there, and you want the tanks to keep switching aggro whenever the debuff Flaming Scorch reaches the full and your armor starts burning. He burns your armor so he does more damage. And then he will Immolation. He will put 2 fire AoE. So if the AoE gets on you, you want to move out of the group, because the AoE can kill your group. So as you can see right now, there's 2 people who has AoE. They move to the side. And then when the boss charges, the one who's getting charged either moves in front of the group or to the side. That way the group doesn't have to be charged. Now he does a Malum Cleave attack. When he does the Malum Cleave attack, you want to shield the tank, because that's when he's going to do a big hit on the tank. And then you have a crystal that will spawn. You want assign one person to stand on that crystal. The rest of you guys have to move away from the crystal. As you can see here, Malum Crystal has spawned. One person, preferably a mystic, wants to get on the crystal, and the rest of the group to stay away from the crystal. And that's the second boss tactic. It's a little harder than the first boss, but it's also pretty easy. So as you can see here, Malum Cleave. When I get Malum Cleaved, I use my shields, and I get shields from the healers, and it works. And this is basically the second boss tactic. So you have the armor burning, you have the charge, you have the fire, and then you have the crystal. So any questions about this boss too, let me know in the comments below, and I will answer your questions about this boss. It drops Malum set, which is a pretty good set. And it's pretty good loot. I have 2 pieces of Malum right now, and it's a pretty good set. Now the third boss, Balthimis. Now this boss can get a little tricky sometimes, because there's a lot of stuff you have to keep an eye out. So first of all, he does something called Summon Ghast. So Summon Ghast is, he will attach red lines to 2 players. There will be a ghast following behind those players, so whoever has it has to run away from the group and keep running, and don't let that ghast touch you. Now, the second thing is he will cast a ghast debuff on people. Now you want to assign 2 people to each other, so every time you get a gas debuff like I have right now, I will go close to my partner, and I will take, when you hit your partner, you will take the immunity buff from them, the green bubble. The gas debuff is gone. If you don't remove the debuff, you'll get 1 shot like Flexion happened. Now he will also do Malum Rain. You want to move away from your group, he'll do Malum Rain twice, and just run in a circle to dodge the Malum Rain. And this is basically what the boss fight is about. It's very important that when you get that when he summons those gassed, the red line, you don't want to run through your group with that red line, because if you do, you'll kill your whole team. And as you see here, this is Fear Rain, not Malum Rain, I'm sorry, Fear Rain. That's when he does this AoE, you just run in a circle, it's really easy to dodge. And then after that, he pushes back the tank. So what you want to do if you're tanking, you want to make your tank stay close to the wall, so he pushes you into the wall, so you can aggro back the boss really quickly, because you do lose aggro. If you're far away from the wall, it will push you far away and start killing someone else. So this run went pretty smoothly until I think close to now. I think everyone dies, even the healers dies. So I have the solo tank without any healers. But this is the tactic. Make sure you assign 2 people to each other, so when someone gets a debuff, they can run on each other, get the green bubble, and you lose the debuff. So that's basically. If you have any questions about this boss too, comment below and I will answer any questions you have. So these are the 3 main phases that happens during this boss, and you have to play very careful. So as you can see here, my whole squad wipes, and even all my healers. I think Jen is gonna wipe any second now. So no healers, just no mystics, just rangers and DPS, and I just kite for my life, and it works out, luckily. And this boss drops the gas set. It's also pretty good, does nice damage, it makes the gas follow you. Also drops frost hearts and all the legendary items. The good thing with this dungeon is you get a lot of items from this. You get those sets, okay, and you get frost hearts, you get Gonkas iron, like you name it, you get everything. So this is the 3rd boss. As I said, any questions, comment below. And I know which boss you guys really want to see is the last boss, Pauldrake. So this boss is really hard because it has a lot of HP compared to these bosses, like I think even double the HP. And last boss, Pauldrake, it has a lot of tactics you have to watch out for. So let's start with the first one. So the tank has to always keep moving the boss out of the poison, run in a circle, because the poison makes the boss stronger. And in the start of the phase, it will spawn 3 poison eruption circles, so make sure your group moves out. Make sure the tank is tanking on the outside ring and everyone else is in the middle ring. And then he will spawn an ad. Do not kill the ad yet. He will start doing a lot of damage to the tank, and then he will put poison on 3 players. Those 3 players have to walk into those white circles wherever they are on the map. You can't walk into the same circle, so you have to walk on each circle. And then he will do a huge AoE, Plague, Bloom, and make sure the healers heal, or if you have to pod, use pod. Once that phase is over, you want to kill the ad, because once you kill the ad, it will do an AoE damage, so you don't want to have that AoE damage at the same time as the other AoE. So once that dies, you take damage, and then you keep doing it, you keep kiting the boss, and then he will do Plague Descent. So this will do a lot of AoEs all over the map. They're pretty easy to avoid because it takes some time to fall. And after this, you have to, everyone should move close to the boss, because he's gonna do anvil drop and kick everyone away. Now he will spawn white circles left or right side of the boss, okay? And everyone has to be in one circle, and he has to glow to avoid his one-shot AoE. If you're not in those circles, you're gonna die. And make sure those circles are glowing. Sometimes they don't glow, so make sure you walk out and in of the circle to make the circle glow. They spawn either right or left side of the boss, and just keep an eye out. Then he will do the same thing. He will do his Plague AoE. Now, things are gonna get really interesting. In the last phase, things get really hectic, okay? So he will spawn 3 icons above someone's head, okay? There'll be 3 icons above someone's head, different color: blue, book, purple, scepter, and white and wings, I think. Now, find where your icon is and walk into it. Everyone has to walk into it to proc the white land. As you can see, there's a white land from the book. Once that white land procs, you move out of it. It was going to do the AoE, and you go back to your same tactic back in the middle. If you don't walk into those and you don't proc it, it's going to keep doing his AoE and wipe the whole group. Now he's going to spawn an ad. Whoever has the ad on them, make sure you keep kiting while DPSing the boss. Then he's going to follow up with his plague AoE, so make sure you heal. The healers heal through it, or if you pot if you have to. And that's basically the boss fight. He's going to do the plague enhancement again, go into your icon so he doesn't do any AoE anymore, and finish off the boss. Now if you guys want to know where the icons are, so basically the white one with those wings will usually spawn behind the boss, or will always spawn behind the boss. The icon blue, the book one, is always when you enter the boss fight on the left side. That's where the blue icon is, and on the right side, that's where the purple scepter icon is. So that's basically the boss fight. Any questions of the boss fight, comment below. I'll answer any questions. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and tune in for more COL.